Hey guys, what's up? Today we have a Pohan Luz custom flipper. It's called the Hamachi. Hamachi is a fish. You can usually see it at the sushi restaurant. It's a white pinkish meat, fish meat. So I guess Pohan loves sushi just as me. And this was an order. Actually, this is 2015 first custom folder from me, uh, and I am very happy with the result and with how all the process went into this custom. I met Pohan first at the 2014 Blaze show, and he's just a very funny guy, very cool, very fun to talk to. And I believe that's when he debuted this folder from the Blaze show. And at that time, I didn't have a lot of time to check it out because I was running around like a headless chicken. There are just so many knives in the shows that will make a knife nuts go nuts. Okay, so afterwards I emailed him and see if he was available for taking an order, and he said yes. I'm not sure if because he likes me or he really had time because he's always busy. So so we started this knife, and at first I wanted a full scale, full silver trio scale Hamachi, but he convinced me of getting the bolster one, and I actually liked his suggestions because this is a pretty large knife, and with the bolster here, the folder seems a little bit shorter to the visual, and it looks really good. The silver trills that he has, he polished it very smoothly, so you don't feel any rough surfaces on this one. The main design is very tactical and oriented. It's a 4 inches long blade, but if you see there's actually a slight curve on the handle, and there's actually a slight curve on the belly, so they are not straight. I thought it was straight, but they are not, so it feels really comfortable in the hand. The titanium skill that he does, he uses a very usable finish. It looks that like it's all scratched up, and that's a very nice finish to hide the wear and tear. I like it. The dark bluish purple or purplish blue that he did on these scales are also really nice, especially it contrasts a lot with the silver twill scale that he has here. And the hardware that you see, the pivots and the screws, they are all titanium, probably heat treated or anodized in color, so they looks really cool. They are actually like they look like a jewel on top of the of these folders. Some other folders, they have these non-colored screws, and they actually looks really bad on a really nice customs. It just takes away the beauty of the knife. So these are really nice additions to the folder. And you can also see that on the pocket clip they have these blue lining blue color screws. They're also titanium, and they just match up very nicely. Okay, the blade, I believe, is A2 steel. Poe uses a lot of A2 steel. I have convinced him to start using other steels, because some people like me, we love to test out all kind of steels. But this is a very nice carbon tool steel. It can be heat treated at a very high hardness, very wear resistant, not very corrosion resistant, but it's a perfect EDC style tool steel. The grind that you see he uses here are the are like zero grinds. If you see on the edge, you don't see another edge. You don't see a secondary edge. So this is just one flat grind here and on the same side. And it is scary sharp. I have cut some paper and box with it, and it just slide through those industrial cardboard. I have also stabbed this knife, trying out the stabbing ability, and although it looks like that it will not stab good, it actually stabs really good because this part of the knife, they are very sharp. It goes in through a like, you know, this size of cardboard really easily. That's a loose signature. And the flipper uses IKBS Ikoma Korth bearing system. There are little bearings on both sides of the pivot. Flipper, now I can flip it easily. And when I first received it, I had hard time flipping it because I don't know how to flip. Yeah, I am an amateur because I try to flip it, but my finger always presses on the lock bar. And as you can see, this is a very thick titanium lock bar. Honestly, it's probably one of the thickest titanium lock bar that I have, and it has a lot of latent pressure in it. So if you want to flip it and you are holding on the lock bar, yes, you can do it, but it will be a little bit hard. The best ways to flip Pohan's knife will be holding the knife a little bit to the lower position, and then you can flip it really quick. The flipping action is very strong. Not a fastest flipper because of the size and the weight of the blade, but it gives you a kick every time you flip it. I have my index finger skin torn just by playing with it all day long. So it gives you a really big kick. So every time the blade hits the blade stopping, you feel like, you know, like an automatic. It just gives you a really good kick, and I really like that sensation. That's why I flip it every, you know, couple of minutes. And the backspacer is also a silver twill G10. The pocket clip resembles the blade shape, if you haven't noticed yet. It's a carved, 3D carved clip. I have actually talked to Pohan to make me a bent clip because I think a bent clip might actually feel better on this knife because the knife is pretty thick already, and this clip actually adds a little bit of width, and I don't have like a huge XXL size hand, so sometimes I don't know, I just can't feel the clip. On a bent clip might work better on this one. And yes, Pohan's making me a clip because he's one awesome knife maker. Perfect centering, and I like the brushed finish on this blade, on the spine, as you can see here. Really cool. Some people don't like the switch, but actually I like the switch. It just gives you another you know, interesting look at the blade. great detent. All the edges are chamfered, as you can see. Let me see if you can see it. So no hot spot when you're holding the knife. And I really love how Poe packed all the blade in this knife, in the handle. Just feel really nice in the hand. You can also use it as a cool button if you don't want any if you don't see any blood. So that's also a very nice secondary use of the knife. The blade stopping are internal, so you don't see it. And what else? Oh, and you see these two screws, they are hidden screws inside, so there are less holes from the scale. Really neat, thought out. And finally, I have to say that Pohan is a very professional knife maker, and because when I was ordering this knife, it was like email every couple of days, and he will send me the work in progress pictures, ask me what kind of hardware I want, what kind of clip I want, what kind of colors I want, what kind of scales I want, and everything, you know, until the end. Email me the tracking pictures. So he was very, very professional, and that's how all custom knife maker should be. They should talk to their customers, or clients, or collectors or users every step of the way when they are making their knives. It just makes the client a little bit well, not just a little bit, much more special, just like they really were with the makers all the way until they finish the knife. Okay, I also like the finishes that Pohan done on this blade. This part is kind of like really fine satin. Feels really smooth also on the touch, and here you see the belt grinds, very straight belt grind. That's really cool. The tip is very thick. Okay, so that's a pry bar style blade, and I love it. I have been carrying it since I got the knife, and I think this is a very usable custom folder. It's not overly expensive. It's actually cheap compared to many other makers knife prices. I think Poe is doing really good. He has great design, great pricing. I believe soon his book will be closed, and so if you guys get a chance to order one of these Hamachis, he has other designs, some a little bit more EDC friendly. So put your orders in, and I'm very sure you will not be disappointed at his folders. Okay, so that's about it. Thank you. Like and subscribe. I have more knives coming in. Take care. Bye.